so. I think obviously, there's always freak injuries that happen. But yeah, I think the guys on the D-line, we kind of took it upon ourselves to do a lot of work in the training room and the weight room kind of in the off season. And like I said, there's really some injuries are just unpreventable altogether. But I think we've been pretty lucky, and I think we prepared well in the off season for that.
Well, we talked to Chris Webber about this on Monday. What are some things that Coach Diaco has done specifically, like for you guys, that are like teaching points, things that you guys have been building on throughout the year? Like, what has he instilled in you guys that's kind of maybe made you guys a better defense throughout the season?
Just continuing to look at the tape as objective as you can. Learning from everything, whether it be good or bad, and just continuing to work as hard as we can. Things obviously haven't gone the way we wanted to this season, and it's important to recognize that we still have opportunities and we can still win football games. So it's something that we definitely need to take to practice.
Sure. These last 3 games, run-heavy teams, Minnesota especially, kind of a physical team. I guess how do you guys approach that as the D-line? Like, do you take some stuff from that Northwestern game, kind of apply it to this week and this opponent?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I guess every team does a few things that are somewhat similar, but it's definitely a different opponent. They're kind of trying to run in the inside, whereas Northwestern was kind of trying to stretch out a little bit. But yeah, just one way you can work on that is just being physical in practice. Getting on the scout line guys to come at you hard and give you good looks. And I think these last couple of days we've done that.
Played in the cold weather, the snow. Does that change anything for the defense at all?
I mean, if it's snowing and wet, obviously they won't be able to throw the ball as much, just from a ball security standpoint. So that's even more important for us to stop the run.
Thanks, man.
As a local guy, I mean, is it harder for you to kind of tune out all of the noise that happens around Nebraska football? I mean, you got your high school friends that have followed it all the time, and your family.
Right.
All that. Is it a little bit harder maybe for you than somebody that comes out of state?
I don't know if it's harder for me per se, but I definitely think it is hard for some guys. And it's so accessible nowadays. Back then you had to pick up a newspaper or someone had to say something directly to you, and now it's pretty easy to go on Twitter and see something and kind of let that permeate your day-to-day life. So it's something you kind of have to tune it out and kind of try and focus on your work, which is the most important thing.
Have you noticed throughout your career that you've sort of changed in how you consume media or how that stuff gets to you? I mean, maybe you read it more when you were younger.
Yeah, no,
now,
I think the more you see it, the more you learn. And if someone says something bad about you or the team, or if someone says something bad about you, maybe it's probably not as bad as you think. And if someone says something good about you, you're probably not as good as you think you are. So you kind of just have to, take it with a grain of salt and kind of just focus on, what guys in this building are saying to you and what guys in this building are telling you. Because, ultimately for us, that's the most important thing.
Does outside stuff motivate you at all?
Yeah, I mean, somewhat. Kind of all the noise and stuff. It's kind of motivating to an extent. But the most motivating thing for me is kind of just definitely the guys in the locker room, and just playing for Nebraska and playing for the coaches.
Mick, what's the challenge this week with just those 2 running backs in Minnesota? That's really a bulk of what they want to do with Brooks and
right.
Smith back there.
Mm-hmm. No, we were just talking about that. Yeah, they're very talented backs, and they've got a big physical offensive line. Typical Minnesota O-line like they always have, and even especially if the weather kind of continues or what it's supposed to be, they're definitely going to try and run the ball right at our teeth. So it's important for us to be physical at the point of attack and be able to come off the blocks and make plays.
Are you a short sleeve guy no matter how cold it is?
Yeah, I think if I wore long sleeves out there, Coach Pearl would probably make me cut them off. So yeah, I'll probably be wearing short sleeves out there if it's 20 degrees and snowing. So that's something you'll probably see from me. So
besides a quarterback, who could actually get away with
right.
long sleeves without getting messed with it pretty good?
Yeah, no, I think that I'll try and encourage the rest of the guys to go out there without sleeves as well. Just kind of I don't know, try and get tough out there in the cold weather. But
what's been just the bounce back this week with the guys? I mean, you were so close, inches away, play away from getting that win, and here you are right now.
Just kind of, like I said, just trying to look at the tape objectively. Look at what was good, what was bad. There's obviously a lot of mistakes we can correct, and you have to still be excited for an opportunity. We still got another game Saturday, despite everything that's happened this season, and we've got an opportunity to go into someone else's place and win a ball game, and that's something really you can be excited about for sure.
How's it different winning a road game than a home game?